Young minds, take heed of this tale I share. A journey bold beyond despair. I sought a doctorate in philosophy's art, but fate through Fernando changed my heart. My university professor, once my guide, my boss as well, with wisdom wide, led Javeriana's theater group with pride in Bogotá's halls where dreams reside. He urged me to the US to pursue a technical path for academics here grew. Now I dissent from that old decree, yet then it spurred my destiny. To cinema I turned with eager flame. At Temple University I claimed my name. My first short film, Pole Dust, in Portuguese lore, told of a sick man's dream to adore. A Japanese descended muse so fair, freed from his cares, watchful stare. Samuel Beckett's influence I confess. To Warren Bass, my mentor, I addressed. He praised me bold before my peers' gaze. Thus for Temple's scholarships I'd raise. To top students these grants were bestowed. My poor film shone where cineastas flowed. In Chicago and Carolina's festal light, yet the prize eluded me despite my fight. A Hindu classmate then revealed a chance, a scholarship for patience, its advance. In a windowless office, calls to 10. Before a desk and screen, time would bend. 3 summer months in 95 to prove, with 24 hours weekly, my resolve to move. I seized the solitude with joy so rare, to study Hamlet, a classic beyond compare. In Spanish right before, now deeper still, inspired by Shakespeare's time and will. A sui generis adaptation I designed from Spanish tragedy, a new line. The Hamlet text debased to build anew. With verses fresh my vision grew. I reworked 16th century strife to our neo-colonial life. As an actor, I dreamed to play the Dane on stage like Citizen Kane's domain. A script I crafted where a lad was taken by a corporation, his fate forsaken. Aldean or Colombian, I named him true. At 12 from Bucaramanga he withdrew to Philadelphia's home by an American and his spouse, Hamlet's kin. extracts coal and oil, a sorrow divine. His grief with Father Hamlet he'd share, who urged, change the tale if you dare. Son, reform Columbia's labor law, said Hamlet Senior with all. Hire folk with US wages fair. Justice demands it, I swear. Claudius scorn, his uncle clung to privileges worn. Since the 19th century, his greed held sway, refusing change in night or day. Then Hamlet father's death came near. El Innocence foul murder. His adoptive mother, virtue turned to sin. With Claudius her romance did begin. Both killers he believed with dread. Now Hamlet all in the firm him led. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to beware. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Who's there?
They answer me, stand and unfold yourself.
Long live our state.
Bernardo,
A piece of him. You come most carefully upon your hour.
for this relief much thanks. The cold is bitter, I am sick at heart.
Have you had quiet guard?
Not a mouse stirring.
Let me once again assail your ears.
My honor is still fortified against your greed. Hamlet, usurper of the night, by heaven I charge you, speak.
Doesn't it look like our buried protector with his generous mind, his violent vigor? He's offended.
He trembles, he looks pale.
What think you on it, Horatio? Is it not like the dead?
Before my God, I might not this believe without the sensible and true approach of my own eyes.
Now get to bed! Hey, let us impart what we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. The spirit dumb to us will speak to him. Do you consent we shall acquaint him with it, as needful in our safety, fitting our duty?
The gross and scope of my opinion, Hamlet's behavior embodies a strange eruption to our state.
I do not know from what part of the world we should be greeted, if not from young Hamlet.
Not from this mouth, after his uncle Claudius took over Elsinore, incorporated. Something has become rotten in our state.
Horatio! Horatio! Give your axe no tongue nor any unmeasured thought is there. The purpose of our playing, to hold, as it were, the mirror up to nature, to show scorn her own image, and the very age and body of our time, his form and pressure.
Though yet of Hamlet our dear brother's death the memory be green, and that it us be fitted to bear our hearts in grief and love. In entire members of our companies to be contracted in one bravo. Yet so far has discretion fought with nature that we with wisest sorrow think on him, together with remembrance of ourselves.
Now follows that. No. Fortinbras Investment Company, holding a weak supposal of our worth or thinking by our late dear brother's death, our state to be colleague with the dream of his advantage, they had not failed to pester us with message. Importing the surrender of our profits, those vast countries gained, by all bonds of law, by my dear brother. So much for him. Now our business is, Mr. Laertes has sued Fortinbras Company unrighteous strategy, and we shall demand a fair retribution for their attempt to take over our investments in Colombian oil companies and Bolivian mines of coal. We await for your signature, young Hamlet.
This too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew, or that the law had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Fion it, oh, this is an unweeded garden that grows to seed things rank and gross, and only nature possesses them, that it should come to this. But 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2, so excellent a man, that was to my uncle what Gandhi and King to Napoleon
so human, so loving. To my mother must I remember why she would hang on him, and yet within a month, a little month, why she, even she, oh God, married to my uncle, that beast that lacks discourse of reason, and now the salt of her most hypocritical tears had left the flashing in her gold eyes. What's the news with you? Tell us about your suit. You cannot speak of reason to the trustees and lose your you beg, Laertes, that shall not be my offer, not your asking. The head is not more native to the heart than is the profit of our investments to your father's work. Why did you ask us to come here, Laertes?
To quit this business and return to Bogotá, from whence I willingly came to the United States to renovate my contract under your company's reorganization. Now I must confess, my duty is done, and my thoughts and wishes bend again towards Colombia.
It was not me, but Polonius who called you here. What does your father say?
He had, my lord, wrung from me my slow signature by laboursome petition, and at last upon his will I sealed my hard consent. I do beseech you, accept to place him back in Bogotá.
But now, my cousin Hamlet and myself
a little more than kin and less than kind. This is not a loving and fair reply. How is it that the clouds still hang on you? Not so, my lord, my swarthy skin tells you I am too much under the sun.
Some days he walks for hours together along this bridge. Cast thy nighted color off and let your eye look like a friend to these employees of our company, and don't seek with your veiled lids for your father's dust. Like me, you must accept everyone on earth must die, passing through nature to nothing.
Nothingness is our fashion, mother.
If it is, why does it seem so particular with you?
It doesn't seem, mother, it is. I don't know, seems it's not only my inky cloak, nor morning suits of solemn black, nor windy, suspiring a false breath, no, nor the fruitful river in the eye, nor the dejected behavior of the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. But I have that within which has passed, is shown. These but the trappings and the suits of woe, so sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these customary duties to your father. But you must know your father lost a father. That father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some term to do obsequious sorrow, but to persevere in obstinate condolence is a course of impatience.
tape. Why should we, in our peevish opposition, take it to heart? This is heaven's fault, death's fault, nature's fault, to reason most absurd, whose common theme is dead of father. We pray you throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as a father. For let the company take note. Without your consent, you will be replaced, and our profits will continue. So I impart you, change your mind, and for your intent in going back to school in Bucaramanga, it is most retrograde to our desire, and we beseech you, bend you to remain here in the cheer and comfort of Philadelphia, increasing our income. Your father's legacy.
I know what is best for you, Hamlet. Let not your mother waste her time, and stay with us.
I shall in all my best obey you, Mother.
What is your affair in the United
States.
I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray you do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Thrift, thrift, Horatio. The funeral bait meat stood coldly. Furnish forth the marriage tables. Would I have met my dearest enemy in heaven, or ever I had seen that day, Horatio, my father, methinks I see my father.
Where?
Here in my mind's eye.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday night.
Saw who?
My lord, Mr. Hamlet, your father.
The president, my father.
Season your admiration for a while with an attent ear, till I may deliver this marvel to you.
Let me hear.
In the dead, fast and middle of the night, two of my friends were encountered by a figure like your father, wearing at point exactly he appears before them, and with solemn march goes slowly and stately by them. Thrice he walked by their oppressed and fear, surprised eyes almost to jelly with the act of fear. My friends, stand dumb and speak not to him. And I with them the third night kept the watch, whereas they had delivered both in time form of the thing, each word made true and good. The apparition comes, I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
But where was this?
My lord, upon the platform of the graves.
Did you not speak to it?
As I do live, my honored lord, 'tis true, and we did think it writ down in our duty to let you know this.
Indeed, sirs, but this troubles me. Are you going there again tonight?
I warrant I will.
Whether that ghost assumes my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace.
I pray you both, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still. And whatsoever else shall happen tonight, give it an understanding but no tongue. I will requite your love, so farewell upon the graves. Between 11 and 12 I'll visit you.
My father's spirit errands, all is not well, I doubt some foul play. Would the night were come, till then sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will rise, though only of all them eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. And sister, as the winds give benefit, and convoy is assistant, do not sleep, but let me hear from you.
Do you doubt that?
For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor, hold it a fashion and a toy in blood.
Your offense is rank, it smells to heaven.
Our native view of resolution is sick light over with the pale cast of Hamlet's thought.
this good lesson keep as watchmen to my heart. But good, my brother, do not as some ungracious populists do show me the steep and thorny way to heaven, whiles like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of dalliance treads and wrecks not his own wreck.
A double blessing is a double grace. Now you must go to Bogotá.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my love.
Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I have said to you.
It's in my memory locked, and you yourself keep those precepts in your mind.
Aboard for shame, the employees tend the train invites. Aboard for shame, the employees tend the train invites. And these few precepts in thy memory, see thou character, give thy thoughts no tongue, nor any unproportioned thought his act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar, those friends thou hast, and their adoption tried. Grapple them to thy soul with hoops of steel, but do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged comrade. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in merit that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich not gaudy, for the apparel oft proclaims the man. And they in Colombia of the best rank and station are of a most select and generous chief, in that neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night, the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season this in
Ser o no ser, ese es el dilema, sí. ¿Acaso es más noble para el espíritu el sufrir? Las piedras y dardos de la ultrajante fortuna, o el tomar las armas contra un mar de problemas para, oponiéndose, acabar con ellos, morir, dormir, nada más. Y con un sueño decir que acabamos la congoja y las miles de decepciones que la carne hereda, Esta es una consumación devotamente deseada morir, dormir, dormir, tal vez soñar. Ay, aquí está el problema, pues en aquel letargo de la muerte, ¿qué sueños tendré cuando me haya liberado de este tumulto mortal? Me daría la paz. Este es el respeto que prolonga tanto la calamidad. A no ser así, ¿soportaría acaso los azotes y los desplantes del tiempo? Las equivocaciones del opresor, la arrogancia del soberbio, las penas del amor despreciado, la insolencia de los burócratas y el menosprecio que el mérito más paciente soporta del hombre ruin, cuando yo mismo podría alcanzar mi tranquilidad. Con una simple navaja, ¿quién asumiría tantos fardos? ¿Quién gemiría y transpiraría bajo una vida agobiante? A no ser por el temor de un algo después de la muerte. Ningún viajero regresa, desconcierta la voluntad y nos obliga a soportar los males que nos afligen antes de arrojarnos a otros que desconocemos. Así, esta conciencia hace un cobarde de mí mismo.